It's a Chopin nocturne in C-sharp minor. Nocturne is, I'm not sure what it is, Italian, I guess, for night. So it's a very slow piece, and sometimes people call it reminiscence. And people believe that it was written for his first love. And so you'll hear some of the hopes and the dreams that are associated with that feeling of love. I'm also going to give you a quick warning. This piece sounds like it ends. It has like a false ending, I guess. So if you think it's over, it's not. And I guess I'm going to leave this up to you to determine. But I think that this false ending kind of says a little bit about what Chopin was hoping for in this piece, especially with his lady love. Single clap, like, well done, guys. Like, really made me proud. First time I've gotten through that piece without people clapping in the middle, so like, pretty exciting. Okay, at this point in the program, we're going to transition a little bit to 20th century Russian music. And you're going to hear a very stark difference in the next piece I'm going to play. The next piece is Shchedrin's bass ostinato. Bass ostinato means continuous bass. And in this case, that continuous bass is a reflection of the KGB. And so in the Soviet Union, they had a very strict censorship of music. And so people could only write positive music about the Russian government. Like, that was it. That was all you were allowed to write about. And obviously, Shchedrin, a composer, had problems with that because he was like, I want to write art, my own music. And so you'll hear in the left hand the soldiers or really the KGB, walking around, and his paranoia of that reflected in the right hand. And eventually, when the paranoia is just too much and he's so scared, he starts sending out a distress signal. And this is really kind of interesting because these distress signals over the radio were invented in the 50s. And so a lot of composers during that time period are experimenting with this as they're rebelling against the Russian government. So writing this piece and performing this piece was a very, very brave act of rebellion. And I hope you can hear that when I play. really sound classical at all. Okay. The last piece I'm going to play for you is a Metner Skotsky. Skotsky is Russian for fairy tale, which is pretty cool, right? So fairy tales are a really big part of Russian folklore, and so they have like goblins and elves and witches and crazy forests and all sorts of other kind of cool things. So in this piece, he doesn't really have a story that he associated with it, which is why I invite you all to invent your own story and enjoy my fairy tale ending.